Okay. We are back with some more Lorde. Next up is Favorite Daughter. Produced by Lorde and Jimmy Stack. No description. I have no idea what this is about, but let's check it out.
I was a singer, you were my fan, when no one gave a damn.
Aw.
It was you in the dark, scared of anger, in love with your whim. Some notes I don't hit, but I don't give up.
Why the vocal chops there?
Now every day the plane takes off, and every night the room fills up with people who are convinced I'm not just some kid faking it for your love. 'Cause I'm an actress, all of the medals I won for ya.
Oh, what? Okay, wait, I love this like arpeggio fucking synth coming in at the bottom. It kind of has like a Mike Dean sound to it a little bit. Not a lot, but there's a little bit of Mike Dean I feel on that synth. I don't know what exactly it is. What was that? What was that screech sound? Did you hear that?
For your love, 'cause I'm an actress, all of the medals I won for ya. Breaking my back just to be your favorite daughter. Everywhere I run, I'm always running to ya. Breaking my back just hoping you'll say I'm a star. You had a
It's interesting. So is this like actually like about her father, or is it like is this like the the slang for like your partner? Because it says I was a singer, you're my fan. Oh, so maybe it is about her dad. It was you in the dark, scared of your anger, in love with your whim. Some notes I didn't hit, but I don't give up. Reflects on our time on the time prior to stardom. Hold on, what's this say? At the age of 12, Ella, her name, now known as Lorde, performed her school band. They completed covers. Battle of the Bands. Oh my God, School of Rock. So cool, dude. Wait, no shot. That's where she met UMG's A&R rep. That's how she got noticed in a Battle of the Bands for school. That's actually crazy. That's interesting. I didn't know they had like scouts going out to like school performances and stuff. That's really interesting. Huh. Now every day the plane takes off and every night the room fills up with people who are convinced I'm not just some kid faking it for your love. What does that mean? People who are convinced that she's not just some kid faking it, that she's actually genuine. Okay. Describes the experience of having an audience of young fans. Zane Lau, she describes the shock of rising to fame at a young age, wanting so badly to be loved and to be the favorite for her fans. So wait, does this have nothing to do with her dad? I don't know. Let's keep going though. Let's keep vibing.
hoping you'll say I'm a star. You had a brother, I look like him. You told us as kids.
I'm
Tired of a broken heart.
Ooh, Johnny Cash.
For every door you open, there's a room I can't go in. I'm breaking, I still can't find you. Now that every day the
What?
plane takes
I thought
off, and
that cut
every
got me.
night the room
I
fills
got,
up,
yeah.
tell myself that soon we'll talk. Then I sing every word just to you. 'Cause I'm an actress, all of the medals I won for ya. Panic attack just to be your favorite daughter. Everywhere I run, I'm always running to ya. Breaking my back down.
Yeah, I'm liking the vibes a lot. But I want to know more about this, but it's more of about like wanting to be accepted and being vulnerable. It says the line "panic attack just to be your favorite daughter" captures the intense pressure Lorde feels to meet expectations, especially from those closest to her. and how striving for approval can trigger anxiety and self-doubt. Very true. Very true. But then again, if you don't like strive for some kind of approval, then you're gonna feel like a failure. So it's like you gotta find that perfect medium, I feel like, in between, right? Um, the weight of living in the spotlight, where even relationships with someone as close as your mother can become a source of stress. Stage fright early in her career, where she has described as crippling. There's her stage fright early on. I mean, I can't even imagine. Dude, I don't know. I feel like I get anxious building up to things, but then when like things actually happen and I'm there in the moment, I feel more okay. It's always like the build up before. I'm always in my head before, but once I'm there and I'm doing whatever I'm doing that I was anxious about, I feel a lot better. But interesting. Let's keep going.
Carry the weight of your heart, but I keep dancing till I get sick. Why'd you have to dream so big? Why did no one listen when you hit the notes from your heart?
Damn.
I'm a good actress. Look at the medals I won.
That's a short little breakdown back in.
Imagine being the favorite daughter. Everywhere I run, I'm always running.
Hardest song to produce, sing, and write.
Breaking my back just to be as brave as my
We'll read that later.
mother.
Damn, eh? Yeah, I feel like that entire track is her just struggling to feel accepted. And even though she's successful, it's still, the struggles don't go away. They just don't go away. And it's just her battle with that, this entire song. So I can totally understand why this was like the hardest one for her to write, sing, and make. Song is about my relationship with my mom, who's the reason that I do everything that I do. She's the blueprint for me, but it's also as much as it's about my mom, you, when I'm saying, am I having an aneurysm? But it's also as much as it's about my mom, you, when I'm saying all the medals I've won for you, breaking my back to be your favorite daughter. I felt that I was also singing to an audience. There's been this dynamic for the last 10, 12 years, and then further back, obviously, of wanting so badly to be loved and to get this approval and to be the favorite. And it was really moving to me how even as I was sorta singing through this song about my sort of foremost idol. Dude, someone's got to like and the person who I, think is the most, dude, please, you can paraphrase her. You can paraphrase. I think is the most amazing in the world. I was also singing about this crazy thing it is to kind of have happened to you when I had at 16 and just sort of sudden. So that's her getting noticed by the scout, the UMG scout. Guys, you can paraphrase. You don't have to put the exact quotes. You can paraphrase, please. Like she might have actually just said about twice, like accidentally, and you don't gotta translate that. Please. Interesting. Never would imagine a pop perfection on this album. Yes, I cried. Every kid will sob at this. I can already see the TikTok trend. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see this TikTok trending. But you never fucking know because TikTok trends can be anything. I just mean in terms of like catchiness. I feel like there's not much like catchy melodies to this. It's a viber for sure. And the synth at the bottom is so fucking dope, but I don't think there's any like actual like catchy specific melody in this track, in my opinion. Ugly crying while typing this. She's so mother father for writing this. Gave me flashbacks of Apple by Charlie. Oh yeah, okay. Family struggles, real. Melodrama's girly sister. The chorus is addicting. I like it. I really like that she's able to be vulnerable. Like she said, this was the hardest song for her to make, and I feel like those are the most important songs. And I recognize that. But for my like just preference in terms of listening, like it's a good song, but I don't know. I feel like there wasn't much switch up in the production. You know what I mean? There was that one cut right here before the breakdown, or was it before the bridge? I forget. There was a short cut, and I thought it was gonna like do a drop and like have some drum switch up or something just to keep things, fresh. But the production stayed pretty consistent throughout the entire track. There wasn't much switch up on that end. So overall, it's a solid track, but it doesn't like, blow my mind or anything. But I'm glad that she was able to share this with her fans and, the people that care for her out there. So keep it really, man. I will keep. What am I rating this track? I'll go like an 8.5 down the middle. 8.5 down the middle. It is a viber for sure. And again, I'm proud that she can do this. Really nice.